we're headed to Broken Bow Lake on another mini expedition, just a short one. We're going to see if we can find a campsite. If not, we'll just check into a hotel because we're actually not starting till tomorrow. I just got off work early, so we're getting ahead of the game. But we're going to head to Ouachita National Forest and do some exploring. So we've got the trailer behind us. We're going to check that out, work with that a little bit. And we've also got Hurricane Delta headed our way as well, so this is going to be interesting. So we may see some pretty interesting weather on Friday and Saturday, Sunday. So anyway, we're gonna get back with you from Broken Bow and see what we can come up with there for a campsite for the night. Elaine is driving as usual, so things are so much smoother when she drives and I'm sitting over here. And we are shooting video with the Sony AX700. So we'll be back. Okay, so we're at Base Camp 1. You can't really see much out here. It's about 7:30 p.m. We're in the woods on Broken Bow Lake. We're actually at a paid campsite at Beavers Bend State Park. So we're going to buckle down for the night, and we'll get you some surrounding footage tomorrow. Base Camp 1. All right, so it's morning here at Base Camp 1. I guess we call this day 2. Filming right now with the Sony AX700. We're at Broken Bow Lake, and we're just now starting to get a little bit of sun up. So we've actually in a paid campsite, as I said. So we're going to get you some shots from around Broken Bow, and then we're going to head to Arkansas and start looking for some trails and figure out where we're going to camp tonight. We'll be back. Okay, so yeah, we're just walking back to camp. Had a nice shower this morning. Like I said, a little welcome change to the usual there, that get an opportunity to take a hot shower. So we enjoyed that, but we're gonna go pack up camp and probably just grab something on the road today instead of cook breakfast in camp. Didn't get much sleep last night. The raccoons. See them, what? The mapaches. The mapaches. Yeah, we had raccoons in the camp all night long. They were crawling all around the trailer and digging through stuff. Of course, everything was buttoned down except for a trash bag. But yeah, they kept us up last night with their mischief. So anyway, we'll be back. So we've been on back roads for a while. This has now turned into a kind of a narrow 2-track. Private land on the right and shows to be national forest on the left. But anyway, we're working our way towards Arkansas. We're still in Oklahoma, and these are the kind of back roads that we've chosen to get us there. Anyway, moving on. These old, they look old, all right. Halloween decorations. We're seeing them all throughout the forest here. Not sure what that's all about. But anyway, they're all over the place. Okay, so we're deep into Oklahoma, Arkansas area here. This is kind of Forest Service area, and we're on a narrow kind of a 2-track road. It's scenic, a little different, but anyway, we're out here by ourselves, it appears. So moving on. Okay, so we've made it into Arkansas, just crossed the state line. Little cement dam here, and we've got flowing creek behind us. Nice clear water, so it's a nice little scenery here, and we're going to see what the road has ahead for us. Lots of mosquitoes too, as you can see. We'll be back. Forest road action. Pretty tight. It's a tight road here. Okay, so we're at Base Camp 2. This is another paid campsite. $15 for a night on Lake Ouachita. We're actually on one of the creeks that feeds into the lake. We got some people close by, but so far it's quiet. Let's hope it stays that way. Anyway, we're going to have a look around and see what we can find around here. And so we've got this creek here running alongside. So we got the sound of running water tonight. That's always refreshing. Mosquitoes are really bad, so we had to get this fire going just to kind of get them out. Elena's having dinner. I just had a beautiful turkey sandwich with cheddar cheese. She's having a fruit vegetable platter because we had kind of a big lunch. Yeah, now we got it going. Got some green wood on it there though. Hope it'll burn for a long time. Smoke these skeeters out. They're everywhere. Alright, so we're just walking along this creek side here, Milena and I. It's about 6:30 p.m., getting close to sunset here at the Ouachita Lake Campground. I'm not sure what name of this creek this is, but crystal clear flowing water down there. Morning. So it's day 3, shooting with the AX700 here. It's about 6:45 a.m. Waiting on Milena. She's in the shower facility, real nice facility here, and we're getting ready to go. So we've got Hurricane Delta's pushing towards us. Looks like it's a little bit east of us, but we may start picking up some rain bands today. So it's humid, it's overcast, and the high is forecasted to be in the mid-70s. So we're going to look for some trails, and we're going to kind of look for places that if we are hit by rain, that we can still continue on with the exploration. So nothing too terribly difficult. So anyway, let's see what we can get into today. We'll be back. Alright, so here we are, base camp. This is base camp 2, morning of day 3. We're packing up, fixing to roll out. Got a little light coming in. It's a little after 7 a.m. Let's do it. Alright, we're fixing to try our luck at this trail right here. It's a loop. Hopefully we'll get some good views along the shoreline. Okay, so going through the woods this morning. We're about what, 15 miles in?
30.
15 miles in.
30.
On this Ouachita Vista Trail. So anyway, let's check out this trail. We'll be back. So the lake is really high. It's up out of over the banks with more rain on the way. Okay, so we're moving alongside the lake. It's a little higher than we thought it would be. Back up in here, it's outside of the banks a little bit, so it doesn't look like we'll be able to get right down to the shoreline, which is usually rocky. Anyway, humid morning. We're doing good. Bud Holt.
Hi.
Big down tree roots. Okay, so we're kind of at a little lookout point. As you can see, the lake's it's really high. I mean, normally you can see these trees right up in here. These points, normally they're all rocky shoreline, but they must have had a lot of rain up here lately. It's up there. Anyway, Lake Ouachita, we're on the shoreline, the hiking trail, about halfway through. We'll be back. Alright, so we're over halfway through, and we are working up a sweat here on this Ouachita loop trail. A lot of spider webs this morning. Milena's clearing them all out of the way though. So anyway, I got about 15, 16 more miles to go. Right, Milena?
3.
She says 3. We done been about 3. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, so we come across this preserved root cellar from, doesn't say from when, a couple hundred years ago, I'm sure. Anyway, got a mile to go. All right, less than a mile to go. At Tompkins Bend, that's where we put in. Let's do it.
7.1, 0.70.
0.75. Okay, that's going to do it for this little 5-mile loop. Worked up quite a sweat. Nice and humid out here. Now we're going to go see what we can find for some off-roading. We'll be back. Flying the drone a little bit, but the mosquitoes running us out. They're horrible, absolutely horrible. So we got to get out of here before we get eaten alive. Okay, so we just entered, let me see what forest road this is. Forest Road 45, National Forest Service Road 45, off of Highway 27, just for reference. And this looks like it goes way into the Ouachita forest on the north side of the lake. So we're gonna do some exploring up here, see what we can find. We'll be back. All right, so we took this road, and Malay is down here. She's exploring. That's actually where the road goes to connect to another route. So she's exploring to see if we can get through that to make our connect up. And if we can, we'll give it a shot.
No, aquí no hay salida.
Okay, no hay salida. We can't do it. Okay, amor, gracias. All right, so she's going to come back in, and we're going to look for another route. Estoy grabando. Okay, so that road was definitely a no-go, so we're going to head up. That's going up to a mountain. There's supposed to be another road about half a mile up that gets us back toward our main route. So we're gonna give that a whirl, see what we can find up there. Okay, so this is a county road. Our main route had a lock gate again, some kind of a hunting club. And so we've got to go several miles on this thing right here. So I don't know if it's going to turn into an out and back or not, but we'll see. So at least for now, we got plenty of fuel. And if this is an out and back, we'll just turn around and end up bringing it back the way that we came in from. But boy, it's a tight fit down here. So yeah, we're probably gonna get a few scratches, but we're gonna punch through it and see where it takes us. We'll be back. Okay, this is a look down the route we just came from. And this trailer has been all over the place and is still doing an excellent job for us, except for the water container won't stay up. Okay, so we're on County Road. ¿Cuál County Road? Amor 6?
104.
I think it's 154. 103. County Road 103. There's a lot of county roads out here. And man, this thing is tight. Trailer's doing fine back there. Jeep's taking some scratches, but not the first time. So we just hope this is going to open up down here. This was not a not going to end up being an out and back. It'll be kind of hard to turn the trailer around, but we'll get it done if we have to. So anyway, it is 2:25 in the afternoon. The skies are getting really dark with the cloud cover coming in from Hurricane Delta. Got a pretty heavy chance of rain a little bit later, so yeah, we'll see what we can do. Okay, so as you can see, the road closes up ahead. We're gonna turn around and look for another route. No sense in going any further because it's been a while since somebody's been down here, and it's completely closed in. Okay, so we found what could be a pretty good campsite right here on the lake, and we're trying to decide whether to stay here tonight or to go into town, because we're going to have hurricane bands coming in here in a few. As you can see by the overcast, wind's starting to pick up, and so we're trying to make that decision. But we've already got a campfire going. You can see Milena's getting some wood on it right now. And we'll put that out if we leave before we go. But anyway, it's right on the lake, right at the dead end of an unmarked forest road here in the National Forest, and a little bit of trash on the ground that people have left behind, but we're gonna pick some of that up and burn it. But it just goes to show that, you know, exploring these back roads, you can find gems down at the end of it. So this was a pretty good find. Nevertheless, I've marked it on my GPS for a future trip if we don't stay here today. But I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is, because I keep it for myself. If you guys want to find it, go do some exploring. Anyway, we'll be back. Okay, so we've decided, because of the rain bands coming in, that we're going to, got a spider on me here. We're going to go to Hot Springs, spend the night in Hot Springs, kind of regroup a little bit, and then tomorrow we're going to do some exploring in the storm conditions. So looks like about the time we'd be ready to break camp, we'd have full rain bands coming in on us, and that makes for a mess with a wet rooftop tent and not able to prep our equipment for the day. So, you know, we've been out in the tent every every day. We're going to give ourselves a break. Hotel tonight, and then hopefully exploring in the rain tomorrow. That's the plan. Little river stop. Alright, so we've checked into La Quinta and Hot Springs for the night as Hurricane Delta comes on shore in Louisiana. We hope those people are okay there. It's down to Category 1. It looks like it's going to move further to the east, and we may not get any rain tomorrow. Not that we really wanted it, but we were going to do some extreme weather exploring if it happens. If not, we'll see. But anyway, we're going to call it a day, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Primero fuimos al río y muy chévere, muy bonito lugar, pero muchos mosquitos, demasiados. Entonces nos tocó salir corriendo de ahí. Y después, buscando caminos, encontramos uno muy chévere y luego empezamos hacia el norte y se nos acabó el camino, nos tocó devolvernos. Y después fuimos a otro lugar donde hubiéramos podido hacer un buen camping, pero por la lluvia mejor no lo hicimos y nos vinimos a Hot Springs y estamos acá en el hotel. Un buen día, chévere.
Alright, so you can see where we are by the mark on the radar, and that is Tropical Storm Delta, which was a Category 3, and it is barely missing us right now. So it looks like we're going to be dry on the trails. Not that we were really hoping it would be wet. We were just going to take advantage of it for the adventure. But today we're going to start working our way back toward Oklahoma and then down into Texas. Looks like the tropical storm is going to miss us. A little east, another accurate forecast. And that's a joke. Okay, so it's Saturday morning. And we stayed in Hot Springs last night because it was forecasted to get bands of hurricane rainstorms. That didn't occur. So it's 7 o'clock. We're out to an early start, and we're going to head back to the Ouachita Forest on the north side, work our way all the way across on the forest roads and see if we can get into Oklahoma with as little pavement as possible. So it's going to be kind of touch and go, as these forest roads in Oklahoma and Arkansas, it's hard to tell if they're open or closed until you actually get there. A lot of closed gates up here, a lot of unknowns. So we're going to give it a shot, see what we can come up with. So that's the plan for the day. We'll be back. Okay, so it's 8:20 in the morning. We're going to the northern part of the forest. It's pretty dark with all this heavy cloud cover from Hurricane Delta, now Tropical Storm Delta, but still no rain, not getting the rain. So looks like it's going to be a dry traverse as we start our trek back to the west. Anyway, we'll be back. All right, so we just entered County Road 9, and I've got it marked here on my GPS, and this takes us miles and miles across the forest. So like all these other roads, it's kind of a risk versus reward, because we won't know until we get moving along what we're going to find up ahead. So anyway, we started our dirt track to the west, and hopefully we can stay primarily on dirt till we get close to Oklahoma. So we'll see what this road has in store for us. Okay, so we're at a junction here of these Arkansas back roads, and we're going to keep going the same direction that we've been going. And so far, no four-wheel drive needed. They're nice roads, as you can see. They're fairly well maintained. Now, how they are after a big rainstorm, that's a different animal. I don't know how often that they get out here and maintain these roads, but no four-wheel drive needed so far. We'd like to have something a little bit more technical, but nevertheless, it is what it is. It's very scenic, and we are enjoying the traverse here across the Ouachita forest. But anyway, we'll hit the highway, and we're going to re-navigate the next patch of forest. We'll be back. Okay, so we made it to Highway 27. We're going to go north here just about a mile and a half, and we're going to hit a Forest Service road. And with that Forest Service road, it shows to go a long way across and then continue to the west. Now on the map, it looks a little bit less developed than the one that we just came off of, so it may be a little bit more technical. So anyway, we'll see what we got. Okay, so we just visited with the forest ranger, and he pretty much gave us a green light that this is going to go miles and miles and get us through to the next highway where we need to go. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. He said there's a couple different options up here. There's an old abandoned highway we can take, or a trail, either one. So we'll check it out. Okay, so we're entering a part of the trail called the $1 Million Highway, and it's actually paved. So we're going to go a couple miles further, and then we're going to cut across to Texas Road. Okay, so you can see this is a paved road. We just crossed this bridge back here. And that's where we shot the shots of the creek. So we're going to go up to a place called Texas Road. We're going to cut across right there. And it's supposed to be a little bit more technical according to the ranger, so we're going to see what we can come up with there. We'll be back.